What can I say? They freaking did it again. What's going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger. Ladies and gentlemen, Marvel Rivals continues to drop an absolute metric crap ton of news, and today we've got ourselves a brand spanking new skin that we can all earn for free, a brand new item and I guess event called the Combat Chest, along with all the details for it, a bunch of other new skins to talk about, including the Future Foundation and much more. But of course, before we get into the latest update for Marvel Rivals, guys, don't forget to scroll on down, smash that thumbs up button. Thank you guys so very much for your continued support, and of course, like always, let's dive on in. Yes, he's confirmed. Freaking X-Tron is coming to the game. This really cool variant of Ultron will indeed be the first premium cosmetic that will be sold for Ultron himself in Marvel Rivals when Season 2.5 launches. And boy, oh boy, is it an ever cool design. Also kind of a little bit weird because we're going to talk about another Ultron skin in just one moment, a golden variant, which does make me kind of think, like, do we really need a gold one and X-Tron? But we'll get to that in just a moment. First and foremost, not only did they confirm that X-Tron would be launching with the brand new refresh of the Marvel Rivals shop when Season 2.5 drops on Thursday, but in addition to that, they've also gone ahead and announced the recolor skin for him as well, which will be the mechanical phantom design, which looks actually pretty dang clean. It's kind of this like dark grayish black with almost like a green hue or highlights. Looks very, very sharp. So I actually don't mind the recolor for this one either. It looks like Ultron fans are going to be eating well. Same thing goes for Groot players, because holy moly, we're getting Yggroot, I think is how you pronounce it, since this is obviously inspired by Yggdrasil. So I think it would be Yggroot is the actual pronunciation on the skin. But holy, this one looks so freaking cool. I love how colorful this one is. Just a really positive vibe all around. I also do really like, if we take a look at the entirety of the skin selections for Groot, which of course includes his default look. We have the recolor of the Abyss algae. We have the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 design. We have the Holiday Happiness design. And of course, most recently, we got the Carved Traveler. Now we're getting this brand new Yggroot design. And I almost feel like it's kind of a weird combination between Holiday Happiness Groot and the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 design. Like, he's kind of got the bulkiness and the overall size of the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 design, but then he has the colorful, like, glowing balls and all that stuff all over the place with the Holiday Happiness. So kind of a mashup between those two to combine into this brand new design. Regardless, should be a really cool premium skin to add to your collections. But fear not, it is not all premium, because the cool thing is that we are also going to be getting a bunch of cool new free rewards, including, most excitingly so, the Cerebro Database 2 event, which Cerebro Database 1 event is the one where we earned ultimately the Patch Wolverine skin, which was really, really awesome. Of course, a really nice premium free skin to add to all of our collections. With this one, we're going to have a brand new Cerebro Database 2 event that will begin on May 30th when the brand new Season 2.5 update launches, and will be going all the way until June 27th, which I believe is when the season will be wrapping up. So you should have a pretty good amount of time here to be able to acquire this one, but you indeed will be able to unlock the binary arrow version of Hawkeye, which is super cool. We're also essentially being introduced to this brand new sub-theme of the binary characters, because there's going to be a handful of them. These are basically going to be a lot of our heroes and villains in Marvel Rivals being infected by Ultron as kind of a possessing force, where they're kind of becoming almost like half whatever character they are and half Ultron slash some sort of a cybernetic organism. So they're like Terminators almost. But that's still not all. There's also another free skin that a lot of you guys will be able to earn via Twitch drops. So as Season 2.5 is going to begin and kick off, they did announce that the drops will be going live once again for the exact same time period. It will begin on May 30th and end on June 27th. And during that particular time, if you obviously complete the Twitch drop event, you will earn an Emma Frost variant for Will of Galacta, Emma Frost. So this should be kind of that pink, purplish design that we've seen before for characters like Magneto or Namor, but this time a recolor for the default version of Emma Frost. So again, another free skin to add to your collections. And that's still not all. There is yet another free skin that will be available, and that one will be earnable via reaching gold rank in ranked mode, because they did go ahead and say that new rank rewards are coming in and a shiny new costume for reaching gold, Ultron, Golden Ultron, along with all new Crest of Honor for Grandmaster, Celestial, Eternity, and Top 500. So that is pretty dang exciting as well. Essentially, this is obviously a confirmation that we will indeed be getting 4 total designs for Ultron when he launches. That would include his default design. That would include the X-Tron, which is kind of the most premium, I guess, skin. That's the one that I think people are probably going to be most excited for. Then we have the Mechanical Phantom recolor, and you will also have this Gold Ultron recolor. I do wonder if they should have chose like a different design for Ultron, since X-Tron also is a mostly gold design, but I'm assuming that this is just going to be the base Ultron, just recolored gold, kind of like how he was in the comics. So now that we've talked about all the free skins that you can earn, let's talk about a brand new interesting premium item slash event that will be going live with season 2.5 as well. So they are going to be introducing something called the Combat Chest. Now, interestingly enough, they do say specifically here that the Combat Chest is a limited time item. However, once you purchase it, it does not expire. It will be for sale starting with, once again, May 30th, just like everything else that we've talked about so far, and will stop being sold on July 11th. So you're going to have a pretty good amount of time to be able to acquire this. Now, what exactly is it? I think the best way to describe it, at least in my personal opinion, is that it is essentially, I would probably say, like a mini battle pass, you know? So it's basically something that allows you to get even more skins, even more emotes, even more nameplates, sprays, all the other cosmetics that the game offers, including now mood bundles and emojis, which is something that is going to be new with season 2.5. But essentially, it's just like an extra mini battle pass that if you choose to purchase it, you will have the premium rewards. There will be some free rewards as part of this particular chest. At least that's what it seems like. And this one will be unlocked instead of using your chrono tokens that you collect as you complete missions. This one is just going to be working off of the XP that you unlock slash gain for your overall account. So essentially, the more you play, the faster you'll be able to complete this thing, and the faster you'll be able to earn the rewards. Now, what are the rewards that are inside of this thing? Well, first and foremost, we've got 4 total pages, which is pretty dang impressive. So it is a pretty good amount of stuff that you get here. So page number 1 includes an emoji bundle, the Emma Frost emote here. Then you will get a storm spray. You will get a storm emote. There will be a storm nameplate. And then there's the ultimate Wind Rider version of Storm, which, by the way, fun fact, was actually designed, I believe, by Peach Momoko, this particular costume. So that is pretty dang cool that, once again, we get another Peach Momoko inspired variant available in this particular lineup. And obviously, when you combine this with the previous video where I talked about the balance changes that are going live, Storm is going to become a little bit more powerful just from her own buff, but then she's also getting access to the new Jeff Nadeau team up. So I feel like this might be a very popular skin here. Then page number 2 does go ahead and bring us a Krakoa spray, a Storm MVP screen to go along with that Storm skin that you've already unlocked. Then you have a Cerebro spray, you'll have a Psylocke emote, which is pretty dang cool, an Ultron spray, and a Galacta mood bundle, which, once again, the mood bundles and the emojis is something new that they're introducing for the season to essentially be able to A, express yourself more, and B, kind of decorate your nameplates, career pages, and so on and so forth. Then we move on to page number 3, which introduces yet another brand new skin. This one is very exciting. We have a Mr. Fantastic nameplate. We have an Emma Frost spray. We have a Mr. Fantastic emote. We have a Mr. Fantastic spray. We have a Mr. Fantastic MVP screen. And of course, most importantly, we have the Mr. Fantastic Future Foundation skin. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't remember the Future Foundation ever looking the way that they have it looking here. I understand that they're trying to like stylize it. I am not a fan of this skin. In fact, they've gone ahead and announced that not only are we going to be getting this Mr. Fantastic skin as part of this battle chest, but in addition to that, they are actually going to be releasing skins for the entirety of the Future Foundation. So that means that we will indeed get a skin for Mr. Fantastic, The Thing, who does look pretty cool actually, Invisible Woman, who I also really like here, and even Spider-Man. And I know for those of you that maybe are not big on comics, you might be thinking, hey, why is that Spider-Man and not Human Torch? Because this is taking place after the Human Torch has actually quote-unquote died. He does come back after, but during this particular storyline in the comics, he's dead, and Spider-Man takes his spot in this new Future Foundation or version of the Fantastic Four. So that's the vibe that they're going for here. I like the aesthetic, like it's supposed to have that sort of black and white color scheme from the Future Foundation. I just feel like they went a little too stylized for Mr. Fantastic, in my personal opinion. Like it almost looks like they tried to take some elements from the Maker version. So I'm not a huge fan of the Mr. Fantastic skin, but the others do look great. I'm very curious if they'll release those as a bundle or not, because obviously it's going to be interesting to see how people that maybe want all 4 of these skins, it essentially means you will probably have to buy the combat chest in order to unlock Mr. Fantastic to join your ranks. Oh, and before I move on to page number 4, it does also make me wonder, are we possibly going to end up getting ourselves a Future Foundation team up when these skins all go live? Because that would be interesting if they actually did include that as well. So then let's move on to page number 4, which is the final page. This is the level 24 maximum unlock that you can obtain here. But what else do we have on this page? We have the Magneto emote, or a Magneto emote, I should say. We have a Magneto spray. We have a Magneto nameplate, an emoji bundle, once again. Then we have a Magneto MVP screen. Which is a legendary rarity, so this will be a special one. And then, of course, we also have the binary sword version of Magneto himself. So once again, this is yet another one of these Ultron virus variants / the binary variants for this entire season, it seems like. So far, we've got Hawkeye and Magneto. I expect that by the time that the season is over, there's probably going to be a handful more characters that will be possessed by Ultron and his virus, and we'll get a few more of these binary variants. So definitely be on the lookout for those as things roll on. Now, before we move on from the combat chest, I do want to clarify something in terms of this is not a free item. The way that it is phrased on the website, it does seem like there will be some free elements because they specifically say activate the premium combat chest to enjoy even more rewards. Once activated, the chest will be permanently available, allowing players to claim rewards at their own pace. So the indication there is that this is essentially, to a certain extent, like a mini battle pass, where there will be a couple of free rewards that you could get just by completing them over time. But if you want all the premium rewards, like the skins, for example, you will have to buy the premium chest. And currently, I believe it has been confirmed that it will cost 600 units to purchase. So obviously on the lower end, so that equates to roughly around $6. If you like any of these skins, especially if you like the Magneto skin, getting a legendary skin for $6 seems like a pretty good value. So I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of people that are stoked to add this one to their collections once it becomes available. Next, I wanted to take a quick moment and say that yes, they did go ahead and release an official trailer for the Hellfire Gala Arakko map. It looks awesome. I cannot freaking wait to dive in and play on this map. It looks very, very well designed. A lot of cool little Easter eggs to a lot of storylines with Ultron, so I really like that. And in addition to that, they did officially confirm that it will indeed be a convoy map. And finally, the last thing that I feel like I have to bring up in this video is the fact that they're adding a really cool feature, at least in my opinion, for the PC players of Marvel Rivals, where essentially you will be able to perform an all-new performance test for the game that will identify specifically in terms of stress testing your GPU, CPU, or any of the other hardware within your system to identify any sort of performance bottlenecks. So if you're experiencing any technical difficulties with your game, this will probably be a really nice way to figure out what exactly about your specific hardware might be not interacting well with the Marvel Rivals software. I think that's a very player-friendly feature and pretty cool that they went ahead and included something like this with the upcoming Season 2.5 update. So there you guys have it, another absolutely brilliant update for Marvel Rivals. The combat chest is on the way. We've got a slew of premium skins. We're also getting a bunch of free stuff like usual with Marvel Rivals, which I absolutely adore. I really hope they continue to do this, where they do a really excellent job of continuously rewarding people with a bunch of free cosmetics and a bunch of free stuff, while also obviously having to make some way in terms of financially being able to support the studio and continue to develop more of this cool stuff by doing these cool premium things like the combat chest. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Are you as excited as I am about Season 2.5 arriving? I cannot wait to get to streaming and playing the game once it goes live. I will hopefully see you guys on the battlefield. Don't forget to scroll down, smash that thumbs up button. Thank you so very much for your continued support. I'll hopefully catch you guys here on the next one. Have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. Peace out. I'll see you later, alligators. Bye-bye, everybody.